How did a diamond necklace Marie Antoinette never touched ruin her forever? It began with forged letters, a desperate cardinal, and a cunning con artist. Jeanne de Valois-Saint-Rémy was an impoverished noblewoman descended from an illegitimate son of King Henry II, and she was convinced she was destined for wealth. She assumed the name Comtesse de la Motte after marrying her husband, though his family had no real claim to nobility. Through this deception, she managed to squeeze her way into the fringes of the French royal court, and there began her ambitious scheme for wealth. First, let's meet the victim of the plot. Cardinal de Rohan was not in Marie Antoinette's favor after spreading malicious gossip about her and her empress mother, Maria Theresa. She showed her distaste by blocking him from her inner circle, effectively shunning him from the royal court. This put Rohan in a desperate position as he attempted to regain the queen's favor. Now, let us introduce the dazzling necklace. 650 diamonds, nearly 2,800 carats, and the most expensive jewelry in France. Originally crafted for Madame du Barry, Louis XV's mistress, it remained unsold after his death, threatening economic ruin for its makers, Bemeur and Bassange, if no one bought it. When they begged Marie Antoinette to buy it, she refused to pay such an extravagant sum, and Jeanne seized her chance. She preyed on both Rohan's desperation and the necklace's precarious fate, befriending the disgraced cardinal and convincing him she was a friend of the queen. She told him she would put in a good word for him, and soon Rohan received a letter from the queen, or so he thought. Jeanne had her lover forge letters under the queen's name, drawing Rohan into what he believed was an affectionate correspondence. When he insisted on meeting her, Jeanne found a local sex worker, Nicolas d'Oliva, dressed her up in a fine gown and jewelry, and had her meet Rohan one moonlit night in the gardens of Versailles. Rohan was convinced, and at last he fell for the final ruse. Through the forged letters, Jeanne persuaded him that the queen secretly longed for the diamond necklace, but needed his help to acquire it. Assured she would repay him in installments, Rohan rushed to the jewelers and agreed to buy it. Jeanne's husband, disguised as a palace musician, collected the necklace, and the couple fled to London to sell it, and suddenly they were swimming in cash. The scheme, however, did not last long. Rohan felt concerned as to why Marie Antoinette was not wearing this new opulent necklace, and most of all, why he wasn't receiving the payments he was promised. He began missing his own payments and was soon arrested. When Rohan explained he had been conned, Jeanne, her husband, and her lover were arrested. Jeanne was found guilty, publicly whipped, and branded with the letter V for voleuse, meaning thief. After 2 years in prison, she escaped to London in 1787. Rohan, on the other hand, was absolved of any blame. Although Marie Antoinette had nothing to do with the necklace, many still wrongfully assumed she had been involved, further diminishing her reputation and catalyzing a new wave of revolution. If you enjoy history told like a stroll through a museum, check out my YouTube channel.